Is it morning or is it afternoon? Light is blinding, the sunshine feels foreign on my face, and all I feel like is a mistake. Got an awful taste in my mouth. Am I giving up too soon? Wanna get up, but I can't seem to muster up the strength.
Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today is Wednesday, February 1st. The weather is 29 degrees Fahrenheit. Today is actually a little bit interesting because today has been a really bad day for me. Things have just not been going right. I honestly didn't really have the energy to vlog. So I have taken a walk over to the river and I'll just be talking to you guys because I don't really know who to turn to right now. Sunset really pretty. It's really nice. So I will actually not be filming the sunset while I vlog because that'll be a little bit weird. I'll be honest, part of me is not really sure what to talk about. A good number of my days are happy. I really love the life that I have, but I think part of me posting this video is to show that good lives do have bad days, and rather than let those bad days seem like mistakes or abnormalities in your life, I'm going to encourage you to instead embrace them as a normal part and a necessary part. I honestly struggle a lot with my emotions, with grappling with some of the negative thoughts, and while I'm not comfortable sharing exactly private issues on this channel, and I don't think I'll ever be, I am happy to talk about my experience in general. And I feel like so much of the time I've not really known what to do when I'm feeling sad other than to pretend that I'm not sad, because I think that's the type of thing that gets rewarded in society, being able to move forward as quickly as possible. But it feels like I waste my friends' efforts, anyone who cares about me when I try to open up. I really do appreciate a lot of the support, advice, and just like their presence. But at the same time, I think I'm still exploring how to share my emotions comfortably with others and how to respect both of our time. Not in a way that makes them feel like I'm a burden to them, but also not making me feel limited or guilty for what I share. And sometimes there's nothing really that can fix it other than time, or when you're ready to try again. I tend to be more of a logical thinker, but as I grew up, I started to grapple more with different types of emotions, and I think the complexity of them has begun to make me a little bit unstable mentally at times, and I think it confuses my friends, my family, people who care about me. So I just want to talk through them a little bit in case that anyone is going through a similar thing to me. A little on me is that I cry often, I cry easily, sometimes for no reason, but it's rare for me to go a week without crying, and it's often every day that I cry, break down, feel lost. And I get a little bit confused by it, honestly, because I'm very happy. I feel like I have a very happy life. I have the things that I want. I have a lot of happy moments in my days, and it just confuses me that on the days where I can't be happy. I mean, I can, but I don't know about you, but mustering up the courage to put on a facade to be happy when you're really not happy only makes things worse in the long run. How do I deal with being sad so often, but also keep up with being a productive person on the outside, and also battle with my future self, who I know would want me to keep on moving? It really should be something that you prioritize taking care of. You should really prioritize taking care of yourself. I have a super busy schedule here. If I miss 1 hour of the day, I'm already behind. There's a lot of things I want to do, And sometimes when I can't take care of myself first, I'm learning that it's okay for me to make the choice to push some of those things off, reschedule them, because I know when I'm ready to do them, they'll come much easier. Or when you're sad, having a bad day, almost nothing can feel good sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't even feel good to eat a meal, see your friends, watch YouTube. And it's so hard to just sit with your feelings without coping with anything. You're not alone if you struggle with the bad days. And I don't think I'll ever stop having bad days. If you cry once very often, you're not a failure. You're not weak. You're not a burden. You're not abnormal. When I'm sad, I try to do everything I can to get rid of it. I hate the feeling. I think it will get in the way of things, get in the way of my relationships with people. It'll make me a less pleasant person to be around, which is probably true. And because of that, I try to find every reason to justify why I'm sad. But you shouldn't be trying to justify why you're sad. So, working with that, what can you do to make your life moving forward a little bit better? The days ahead a little bit better. I think another thing is always feeling bad that you're not immediately happy after talking to a friend or after someone tries to cheer you up. I think sadness is not the type of thing that goes away overnight. It is very cold. I'm so sorry. I wanted to go somewhere where I felt like no one could see me. No one that I know would know where I am. This is always a nice place. I think it's good to get some time alone, but not in a place that makes you feel stressed when you're feeling down. If you're an overthinker like me, when you have problems that arise, you probably think so much about what you can do to fix it, the solutions, all the mistakes that you made. And I don't know, I feel like everyone around me wants to help me the best they can. And so they try to offer more advice or solutions. I really appreciate it, but sometimes it only makes me feel more stressed. And if that's how you feel, I completely understand why you're hesitant to tell others. And if you've been overwhelmed, nervous, stressed, having more bad days than you wished, heartbroken, betrayed, lonely, your experiences are completely valid, and you're so not alone. Sometimes the hardest days aren't even the bad ones. Sometimes the days that are the worst are the ones where you're so confused, conflicted, lonely, and nothing seems to really work. There's a lot to be grateful for, and I'm so privileged to have the things that I have. But that being said, my main stress has always been with myself. I have a lot of insecurities, and if you suffer from any problems that are related to insecurities, then you know that it's always possible for you to make things worse for yourself. And it's something that no one else can really fix for you. And I think the worst part is if you don't fix it, not only does it, or if you hide it, when you're not able to fix it, it feels much worse for yourself. And that's what society seems to praise. These are the days I want to be alone, but at the same time I don't want to be alone. I don't really know how to talk to friends sometimes when I'm having a hard time. Whether it's messy or not, I think the whole thing it's just made me hesitate about reaching out. How do I say that I'm having a hard time, that I've been crying a lot in class? How am I supposed to say those things? Everyone wants to help you best they can, and they're trying to rush you out of it, but I don't blame them, because I feel like I would do the same as a person. I feel like everyone hates to see their loved ones sad. But the truth is that you really can't speed up these types of things. In these moments, being happy feels like such a distant, foreign feeling. I feel like I often forget what happiness feels like, what my normal life feels like, My logical brain tries to tell me that the time will pass and I'll feel like my normal self again. But for those moments, it becomes so hard to remember. I think going forward, one of the things I want to do is more vividly remember my happiest memories, look back at pictures more, so like not only live in the present, but also hold close the people that I love, the memories that I've had, and remind myself of how far I've come. And you should do the same, because I think it's so easy to lose sight, especially when you suffer for insecurity and you're an overthinker, to lose sight of these things. Sometimes I don't know the best way forward, and no one knows the best way forward, and you don't have to feel bad. You're capable of more than you think. When you get back on your feet, you'll be stronger than what you think you are right now. You can be honest, you're not having a good day. But I totally get you if you want to hide those things, if you don't want to tell everyone. I don't know what you're going through, and if you were right here across the screen in front of me, I would have liked to give you a big hug, because truly I wish you didn't have to go through those things. The good days are really good, and the bad days are just so bad. And for me, the bad days just make me forget in the moment of everything that was good, and they make me worry if anything will ever be good. But that being said, I don't think it's something to be scared of. I want you to know that they don't make you any less of a person. Those bad days do not define you. You can have more bad days than a given person. You might not know what a different person's going through, but if you're having those bad days, you are so human. And I'm so sorry to hear that you go through what you go through, but know that it is completely possible to have a happy life, to be successful, to love your life, but also have bad days. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say, and I really hope that you seek out whatever help you can, whatever comfort you can, and hopefully find the courage in yourself to just keep on moving forward. If you've thought about ending your life, I've been there too. And I'm so proud that you're still here. Some days, I don't know why I want to keep on living, but I know in the end I've always made the choice to stay living. Some days it was just putting it off, but some days it really is me making the choice to live. And I just want you to know that if you're still here, you matter so much. I wish I could be there, feel your feelings with you, give you a hug, go get a coffee with you, just talk things out, have fun. I wish I could help you out. I know that within all of us, we're a little bit stronger than we think. And you don't have to fight this alone. Because even if you have no one else, I will be here with you. If any of this felt like you, I care for you a lot, because I see a part of me in you. And maybe that part in us, it's just that we're human. Maybe it's just that we're just two humans, two people, trying to make the most, trying to do the best we can. And because of that, we fall short a lot. So if you're having a bad day, I want your day to get better, but I also want you to know that while it's a bad day, those days matter too. And you still matter in those bad days. You still matter when you don't think you matter. To someone, to the world, to me. And some days, I feel so useless, but the good days make you forget those. So keep on living for those good days. And sometimes there's only like one thing that I fiercely hold on to or look forward to that keeps me going. Sometimes it's a meal, sometimes it's an event far off. Just hold on to those, because the bad days will pass, even if you can't figure out a good way to fix those bad days. I'm not trying to brush off the bad days and say they don't exist. I think a huge part of it is just understanding that they are a part of our lives. The thing that worsens suffering that we have in our control is that we often refuse to accept what is. As hard as it is, I think if you can accept that you're going to have bad days, those days will not seem so stressful for you. They will, in the long term, you're gonna have so many more good days if you keep on trying. In this world, we walk these things together, and there is a way out of whatever you're going through, and maybe we don't see it now. I don't see a short-term fix to my problems that I'm suffering with, but that's okay. As you can tell, it is already nighttime since I've been sitting here. It's also really pretty. My hands are actually about to freeze off, and I don't know. I'll just do whatever I can to feel better today, and you'll know that I'll be back on my feet once I feel ready. So take your time. Just know, just like all of us, you have your bad days too. It just means you're on the way to better ones. Guys, love you so much. Thank you always for your support and your love. I'm wishing all the best for you, and I really hope that the days get better for you. In 2023, we got this. Alright, goodbye. Catch you in a new one.